Exclusive content online at PimpyK.com. The views and opinions expressed are exclusively the views and opinions of Pimpy K, not the views and opinions of our sponsors.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
You know what they say? See a broad to get that booty ackle? Leg her down and smack 'em, yak 'em. Come got to be. You know? Shit.
Now it's your turn. Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
Let's do this! Tonight's podcast featuring Pimpy K and D-Folk exclusively on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.
All right, welcome to the Pimpy K Podcast, powered by the Pimpy K Multiverse Network. I got my man D-Folk over here at the helm. What's going on, big guy?
Not much, just hanging in there. How's everybody doing today?
See, I don't know if that's going to work.
Well,
Because we're not going to be, at the beginning, we're not going to be doing live shows, so I don't really appreciate the fact that you're asking them a question that they obviously can't answer
I live
back.
in the past. You ask them a question now, they're going to answer it.
What the fuck does that mean?
It doesn't know. It doesn't know.
Burger flickle. All right, so anyway, just to go ahead and get to the good shit here. This is our first show, so I don't really know exactly what we're gonna do yet. So we're just kind of flying off the cuff. We've got a couple topics here we wanted to get into, but at the same time, we didn't want to get into them in a way that was conducive to sounding scripted. So I really don't know what to do.
Move the thing or change your timeout thing so we can, not have.
Are you telling me you can't function without notes on the screen?
No, I'm just looking at shit and I didn't.
This is coming from
scenery changing.
This is coming from the same dickhead that was bragging to me about how he finally learned this big word that described how he's thought his whole life. Compartmentalize. Obviously, you're a I'm a non-speaking motherfucker, but you're a non-compartmentalizing motherfucker.
I'll break it down into sections.
Here, I'll turn this back on.
There you go. Now I feel better.
All right, so I never really finished this. Did you want to get into one of these subjects? You want to just fly off the cuff? I mean, it's up to you. I really don't give a shit.
Oh no, that new theory of simulating multiverses is kind of interesting. It's like, wow, blow
simulation
my mind.
theory. Essentially, the premise of the movie The Matrix. The theory that basically says that we are all living, or the universe in general is a computer simulation running on a supercomputer that was programmed by a more intelligent being, or even us in the future. And it's a possibility.
Or Keanu Dracula is
it could be Keanu Dracula.
That is it. Dude.
I am Keanu Nanu Neo Dracula.
I'm glad to see he did good for himself though, being typecast and Bill and Ted. Get out here in the Matrix and still got the same voice, but I do stronger acting roles now.
You've made it when you're pretty much a character actor that only has one character, but they don't typecast you. They actually know you're going to be the same motherfucker you were in every other movie you were in, but they still put you in different types of movies. So they're essentially saying you can be an imbecile from San Dimas, California, and still be able to be a high-level computer hacker, a FBI agent that hunts down bank robbers,
a playboy,
and whatever fuck else he was in.
He was a cop.
The funny thing is that there's a huge separation for me between Keanu movies. I really haven't seen very many of them. I know they exist, but other than Point Break, The Matrix,
hated it,
and Bill and Ted, And I mean, I know there's a few others like The Devil's Advocate. He was in that, right?
Dude, Constantine was off the chain. Fuck everybody. Constantine was good.
But wasn't that the basis behind the whole what's his name? What's that comedian? Come on, help me out here. The guy that does the voices, works with ESPN, that does the
Caliente.
Yeah, Caliendo.
Yeah, Caliendo.
Caliendo. Arriba.
He looks like a John Smith.
I'm pretty sure it's an Italian last name, but I just made him sound Mexican. If that's racist, stop me.
Well, he's caliente. He's on fire, my friend.
All right. So anyway, my point is, he's never varied in his character. He's always the surfer dude from Southern California.
Yeah, you can't change his voice.
Right,
to
exactly.
Fit any other role,
But
except that role, which is I play Keanu.
They've casted him in a wide range of roles. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work, because obviously some of these movies are still. I mean, people still talk about Point Break. You know what I mean?
I've never seen it.
Bullshit.
I never watched that movie. Seeing Keanu Reeves and Val Kilmer, or not Val Kilmer, Keith Sullivan in the same damn movie to me did not appeal to me.
I don't believe Kiefer Sutherland's in that movie, is he? I'm trying to think.
Was he one of the bad guys?
Which set of bad guys? There was two set of surfer bad guys. Patrick Swayze, is that who you were thinking of?
Oh,
Patrick
yeah.
Swayze's that. Yeah. Yeah, he's Reagan.
I watched maybe 5 minutes of the whole movie, and I saw Patrick Swayze and Keanu.
Blows my mind you've never seen that.
Keanu playing a surfer dude. Whoa, no, playing this guy, but I'm a cop. Yeah, it's just I'd never seen it.
So
Constantine, he actually changed his shit a little bit up. He wasn't like elongated his vowels like surfer dudes do.
All right, so the premise of the movie basically is, really, your phone's going off during a podcast?
No, it's the wife. Hey.
That's That's professionalism at its finest.
What, baby?
I don't even know if that's picking up.
How may I help you? We're in the middle of a podcast.
Put her on speakerphone.
We're in the middle of a podcast. You hear me?
That fucking antique 1986 phone doesn't even have speaker, does it?
It does have a speakerphone. How may we help you?
It's got a rotary dial on it, too.
What?
I
told you that before I left.
I think the real question is, why the fuck are you bothering us?
Yeah, why are you calling us while we're trying to do a podcast?
You're trying to do a podcast?
Yes, we're live in 7 different countries right now, and you have called in. You need to explain to our fans why you, Victoria Dunn, are calling in to interrupt us during our podcast.
When we don't get signed to our multi-$100 sponsorship,
we're looking to make hundreds of dollars off of this in the next 10 years.
Just this clip is going plastic in the next 10 years.
Why do you need the car?
Because Aunt Judy wants to meet me for dinner.
I got the car.
I see that.
So no, I have the car.
This isn't quite as entertaining as I thought it was going to be.
Tell Aunt James to come pick you up because we're doing shit. Okay, then yeah, just tell her DJ's got the car and he's doing shit. I have no ride. If you want to eat lunch, come get me.
Why are you guys doing a podcast? Wait. What are you doing a podcast for?
Why do you usually do podcasts? To inform people. We're here to inform people, enlighten them on the subjects of today through verbal communication.
We've already failed at the verbal communication.
Yeah, we failed.
part.
We was doing great until my phone starts vibrating.
And then having you on the other end just completely canned it.
Yeah,
I mean,
came up as unknown number. I was hopefully
there's no way I could keep this. There's no way through journalism integrity I could even consider keeping this take with you on the other end of that phone.
Exactly.
You know what?
No, I don't know what, because nobody gives a shit what.
It's
You
it is
know
now
what the
ruined.
dopest thing about having the mic is I can just continuously talk over your ass and nobody's really gonna give a fuck except for you.
Ruined.
I love you,
All right.
Oh, at least she loves
Thank you for calling in. You are the caller number 9. Try again later. Holla.
We got our first caller. And it sucked. I have to say.
Hey, if you're gonna call in like that, just have something good to talk
Yeah,
about.
at least have a topic that's conducive to something we were talking about.
Like some lady just called my phone. I don't even know who she is, but I carried on a 5-minute conversation with her.
I was listening to Jim Rome. It was either Thursday or Friday. I was on my way back from going to a practice in Pace, and he's talking about Deflategate and some Spygate stuff, and just I guess NFL scandal in general. And this dude calls in. He gets 2 or 3 callers, and this one guy calls in, and he starts talking about the NBA playoffs. And Jim Rome, he's not the nicest guy in the world.
No,
first of all, he expects his callers to have PhDs in journalism and to be able to spit off shit better than what we're doing right now. I mean, he wants his callers to be good enough to have radio jobs that compete against them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And this dude calls and he's talking about something that's not even pertinent. I'm not going to try it a third time.
Pertinent.
That's not even.
Don't hurt yourself.
It's not even
Relevant.
in topic or relevant. Thank you to what he was talking about. And he actually wasn't mean to the guy.
That's unlike Rome.
He kept the topic going and answered his question, hung up the phone, giggled a little bit, and went back to what he was originally talking about.
That's what you do.
No, I mean, that's not what I expect. When I listen to somebody for a specific reason, I want that reason to come through when he's on the air. For example, that guy should have been chastised to the point of crying or maybe even suicide or commitment to a facility.
True.
I mean, I can't imagine doing a radio show in which you interacted with fans and listeners and that wasn't your intention.
Exactly.
You can use Lex and Terry just as a quick example. They're dicks.
Oh yeah.
They're mean to pretty much all of their followers, but listeners, see, I realized something about radio podcasting, whether it's terrestrial internet radio. Listeners are like women. They're a glutton for abuse. And the more you beat them, the more they're going to come back. Maybe for different reasons, but they'll keep coming back. If you piss a guy off to the point that he's out to get you, he's in the forums and he's beating you up, he's talk shit about you to all of his friends, I guarantee you 99.5% of the time, he tunes into that show every fucking day. Because he needs more fuel to go out and blast you.
Yep, exactly.
He loves you. He loves
for his
everything
fire.
you're doing. He just hates the fact that it finally hit your ass. What makes that listener so much better that he believes that everybody else that listens to that show or calls into the show deserves to be blasted on, put down, and outright chastised? But when he calls in with some stupid shit, they should treat him like he's a prince of listeners.
Yeah. We will have one of those princes.
So anyway, I'm glad we brought that up. So this first podcast, it's going to be pretty cut and dry, pretty plain. We're not going to have a lot going on this time, but I promise you things are going to get better. Coming up, we're going to start having some musical guests. Not any live performance, and maybe not always live in the studio, but definitely we're going to try to get some underground acts that are looking for some exposure to come on, maybe play a couple of their songs, sit and shoot the shit with them, try to get their little bio in audio form out to the masses, maybe get garner some attention. We're going to start video recording the podcasts, hopefully as soon as the next one, and start posting those on YouTube and other various social sites. I also want to start doing the show live. I want to activate the community features on the website to allow people to sign up, forums, comments, maybe even a chat that will be open during the podcast. So instead of calling in you will be able to just type a question in real time. And if it's something that we deem cool enough to respond to, we'll give you a shout out and respond to it, answer the question, maybe delve into the topic, whatever it may be. Also, go out to the page, obviously, unless you just found us on YouTube or iTunes, go out to the webpage, go to the social links, sign up for the page, check out the blogs, check out the music. DJ's gonna start, or D-Folk as you guys would know him. I call him DJ. You can call me Kenny. That's my real name too.
That's me.
No, I'm Kenny. You're DJ.
That is true.
Thank you. He's gonna start his own blogs. Go out, subscribe to him.
That's 50-50.
Follow him. Subscribe to the podcast. Post our links on your website, social media. Try to get us out there, because I'm telling you, the more involved you get, the more we will get involved with you. If you sign up, you'll get first dibs on music. You'll get chances to call in and actually be a part of the show. I mean, we're talking about involvement to the point where you just come by every now and then. You get minimum perks. If you're somebody that's active within the site community, that's out there trying to help us spread the message, we will make you a part of this show. You will become a permanent staple, as long as you keep yourself relevant within the contents of what we're doing. If you guys want to blast us, if you want to talk shit about us, we expect that. We know it's going to happen. We actually can't we can't look forward to that more. I mean, that's pretty much,
yes.
I think ultimately I got into doing this specifically so people would fucking hate me.
Yeah.
Well, more than they already do.
Exactly.
So.
Deconstructive criticism.
I'll take the criticism any way I can get it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like sex at this point since I'm married.
Yeah. Rough.
That's pretty much my point exactly.
Looking forward to hallway sex.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have just a whole lot more of what we just did. Like I said, this is the very first podcast, so we don't really have a lot lined up for you guys. It was just kind of breaking the ice for us, giving it a little bit of a go. We got into the little space and time thing, but I think once I used the whole simulation theory, we can delve deeper into that when we come back. The whole reason I think we jumped off topic is
Keanu makes anybody
exactly,
jump off
and it was your fucking fault. You said the whole Keanu Dracula thing, and then we started talking about
I think he's
Keanu.
running that shit. Keanu's the man.
And then your wife called.
Who? No, that was just some random woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have titles. Ladies, D-Folk is not married.
Yes.
He is completely open to the market, but closed to his sexuality. But we'll open that closet door one day and we'll set things right.
It's locked right now temporarily.
But
I don't know the combination.
There's one thing straight women love.
Is a cute gay guy.
That's it. Doesn't even have to be cute.
Oh, it has to be cute.
Even if you're ugly, she wants to be the one that turns you.
Well, I'll be turned.
So give it a go.
Never been kissed before.
Another, give it a go. Good luck. Many have tried. No, you don't tell her that.
We need it.
Many have tried before.
Yes, they have.
How many?
All right, y'all. We'll be back in a minute.
Greetings, creeps. It's your old pal, known to all you fright fiends as America's most haunted. I'm here.
to put me on charge and charge out the door for the fight with the old gods. That's it, that's the end of the prologue.
This is the story of Damien and Truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me. Story of Damien and Truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me.
This next segment is brought to you by A-Rod's Juicy Juice.
A-Rod's Juicy Juice, formulated by the finest flavors and the best human growth hormones on the market. Why deal with a small batting average when you can deal with a big batting average and small balls? A-Rod's Juicy Juice.
It won't get you laid. Meow.
Peeling back the skin and firing up the bone saw, getting into the mind of Pimpy K. Tonight's podcast exclusively on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Pimpy K Podcast. As always, powered by the Pimpy K Multiverse Network. I thought I'd take a few minutes right here at the beginning of this segment just to kind of give you guys an inside glimpse on exactly what's going on and what the Pimpy K Multiverse Network actually is. Essentially, I dabbled a little bit in the local underground rap scene, making rap songs that are, I guess, most closely related to the hardcore/horrorcore rap genre. The idea behind the Multiverse Network and the whole scheme of it is that I want to start incorporating multiple media types all centered right into one location. Whether it be this, the podcasts, blogging, something that you probably maybe could have paid me to do, but not something that I would have just done on the chance of maybe getting paid. I don't read blogs for the most part, or I never have before. It's not something that I'm saying I wouldn't get into, but it's definitely something that I haven't done before. I haven't subscribed or frequented very many podcasts, other than a few of maybe some of the bigger ones. Joe Rogan. What's the British guy that did Idiot Abroad and the original Office in Britainland? Ricky Gervais.
That's the guy.
That's a funny motherfucker.
He is funny.
Dude,
that's a funny son of a bitch.
And the dude with glasses that he always hangs out with, Steve or whatever. You know who I'm talking about. Steve Harvey.
Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
He looks like a fish.
Steve Frankelford. Anyway.
Me and that guy got outstanding student in 2001.
You know that guy?
Yeah, I do.
You went to kindergarten with him, huh?
Yeah, back in
the
99.
first, second, third, or fourth time?
Third time. The second time was a blur. It was chocolate and peanut butter. It was just fucking at me all
the third time was supposed to be the charm, wasn't it?
Lucky Charms.
So anyway, I digress. So essentially, I'm basically just trying to expand my horizons, trying to, as the bio says, whore myself out to the interwebs and just basically see what we can come up with. And I thought to myself, there's not a single person in this world I'd rather do it with than a friend of mine, Hank, but he wasn't available, so I went to my friend Joey. He wasn't available. Called my friend Carl. He moved to Chicago. And about 10, 15 people later, I finally asked this guy, D-Folk, right here.
That's me.
He'd sit down and man the helm and do this podcast with me.
I like being chosen last, like dodgeball.
You know that's... I'm still in this from a comedian. I had to disclaim that. But
patent pending.
It's that feeling of being next. You know, like you could be in line. Oh fuck, I am next.
Anticipation, baby.
It's like sometimes I let whoever's behind me.
Fuck, the teams are even. I gotta sit down.
Sometimes I let the dude that's behind me just go ahead, man. You go ahead and go. I just want to be next again. You know what I mean? Like the feeling of being next is so intense that I'm willing to not even take my turn just for a chance to be next again.
So he might pick me. Oh my god.
That's
yes. No,
that's stolen
shit.
material, and if I can ever figure out where I got that from, I will definitely give him a shout out.
Relevant, whatever.
Well, I would like to think if he was anybody that was relevant enough to give a shit that. Actually, here's the scary thing though.
Well, he had one good one.
If he's not relevant, that makes me even more liable or even greater chance of him coming to get me to make a little something out of nothing.
You could make him.
And it'll have nothing to do with the money that he could get from me, which we all know would be nothing.
He might end up paying us.
He might have to, but just a chance for him to get back in the fucking limelight. You know what I mean? But then again,
telling that same lame ass joke.
The funny thing is, I'm gonna remember who it is tomorrow, and it's gonna be somebody of the likes of fucking
Caliendo.
Well,
no.
I was thinking even bigger than that. I was gonna say like a Seinfeld.
Robin Williams? No.
Well, I mean, his estate might come after us.
Man.
That's
There's nothing worse than having a house and land come after you.
That's when a celebrity is the biggest threat as far as suing somebody at any intellectual property whatsoever is after he's already dead and responsibility has been turned over to the estate. Because these guys are already fighting amongst themselves over who's going to get the fucking money. Fuck sharing at that point. I don't care if you grew up with that dude. He's your cousin. You fucked him and had a baby with him. You know, I live in the South. Sorry. I mean, I know that typically don't happen anywhere else. The point is, money changes people. And that's when celebrities... I mean, you think of celebrities like Robin Williams. I don't know if there's any estate fighting going on. I would assume there probably is. Because I'm pretty sure there hasn't been...
Better be, because I'm in it.
I'm assuming there hasn't been any celebrity or anybody of significance that had a significant amount of money that died. And whether there was papers drafted or not, there wasn't some sort of litigation between family members to figure out not who's going to get some of it, who's going to get their share, who's going to get all of it. Because that's usually what it turns into. Because if you look at like the... who was the blonde bitch that died? And all of a sudden...
There's been many blonde
bitches. No, come on. The one that married the oil tycoon. Anna Nicole. Yeah. How many people came forward to try to be that baby's fucking dad after that bitch died?
Well, after 3 failed attempts, they told me I could not get no money.
Well, you know, the fucked up thing about that is I think it was confirmed that baby was the product of about 20 different people.
That she was my Amanda number 7, and it just didn't work.
It was...
Because her real name's Amanda.
It was somewhat a miraculous conception... But it was a conception of like 20 different people's sperm.
Yeah, I was in the back of the bus rubbing one off when she got on it. And it went out the window, the vortex. No, and I've seen it.
No, I've read the paperwork.
I've seen it. That was my baby.
None of those people.
I want my 5
None of those people actually had any type of sexual intercourse. They were random sperm that knew that she was dying soon, so they rallied together. Formed a single cellular organism, crawled into that gaping ass pussy, and made a baby because they knew once they were born, they were going to get to share some of this profit.
So my outer course means nothing then. That's bullshit.
It all depends on the...
That's bullshit.
Fuck your libido. It depends on the size of your
I outer coursed the shit out of her.
It's all about your litigation power, I guess is the best way to say that. My drink runneth empty.
Oh, you can get up and go make another.
You know, the man at the helm, the man that's supposed to run this ship, the man that's supposed to fill my drink when I fucking ask for it is letting me down right now.
They're not here. It's just me and you.
You know,
Where's the third person?
I'm just going to let you. The rest of our staff does not take kindly to you acting like they don't exist. I've talked to them about this multiple times. We've had meetings.
True.
They're upset.
Well, there's a complaint box.
They run.
Write it down. You put it in a complaint box, and we talk about it in meetings.
I had to get rid of the complaint box.
No, you put in an invisible marker whenever they write it in. It looks up good, and bam, there's nothing in the paper because you want to save money on recycled paper.
I had to get rid of the complaint box because they were filling it up so much that I was getting complaints about the complaint box not working.
Well, you put another one beside
90% of those were about you.
All right, I'd say 100%. You know, you're being generous.
So you're completely okay with the fact that you treat our staff like shit.
Yeah, fuck the staff. It's like a staph infection. Fucks you up.
I hope we never get staph.
Yeah. Because they're not eating my fucking donuts.
You're popping it for me if I ever get it.
I pop that shit like the Castro's thing on his back, nigga.
Oh! Why'd you gotta bring that up? I think
brings us to another subject. Clean your ass.
If there's,
oh my god, you ever seen anything pulled out the back of someone's fucking neck that looks like cheese curds? Yeah, that's fucked up.
If there is a picture on the internet, I'm gonna post it.
I will have him send it to you
to the online when I publish this podcast for at least the YouTube version. I am gonna make sure that if there is a picture of that fucking horrendous, cystic,
and I wish I had a picture of that
world-ending viral bacteria blend of gonorrhea syphilis. I am gonna post that motherfucker where everybody can see it because there's no way words can do justice for how nasty that fucking sore on his back was.
That is true. It was bad.
That shit was nasty. All right, so.
And we digress.
I think digressing is an act of futility at this point. I don't believe
that word means.
I don't believe there's any way we can come back from the.
So we're gonna progress right now. And come into some other shit. I don't know if anybody's been watching the basketball, but Steph Curry is a fucking beast. This fucking guy.
But before you continue, I just want to make this point clear. Only because this is my podcast, and the only reason
I am number 17.
Well,
I was picked 17th to be here, sitting here.
That's a very valid point, and I concede to that point. But I'm still gonna get out what I have to say real quick before you continue. I love basketball. I love everything about basketball. But fuck the NBA. I don't like the NBA.
I don't like it either. But Seth Curry's a motherfucker.
No, I mean, that's fun. And even if he's the best defensive player in the NBA, he still doesn't play defense. I mean, that's just the way that shit works.
You can't be the best defensive player.
If it's not about,
you don't play defense.
If it's not about college hoops, I honestly don't fuck with it.
So Seth Curry went to Davidson. I don't know if y'all know, but yeah, Davidson, he was a beast. I ain't watched the playoffs this year at all, but I remember when Seth Curry was shooting over there in Davidson.
So he went to a community college.
Yeah, it was community college.
So he's either going to be a power forward or a tight end. Pick a sport.
Oh, he's a little fella. Most of his games he played the ball. Skeet.
That was probably one of the.
That's a good segue, we call it.
Well, no, the segue comes before. There is a word for that, and I can't.
It's actually the thing you drive around in the mall.
The
Segway.
Mall cop.
No, it's a Segway.
The mall cop drives a Segway.
Segway? How can something be called two different things and mean totally different? A Segway is
dead air. Isn't that? See, I finally gave your ass a chance to step forward and talk a little bit, and you went and fucked it up. No. I just wanted to disclaim at the beginning. So if anything that I did fucked you up, maybe you don't you don't need to be here anyway.
I am 17. I'm number 17.
You know, but you're the 17th choice of mine, which makes you worth your weight in gold.
Oh Lord, I am rich as shit. Jackpot.
Hey, that is the privilege of being associated with a guy of my caliber. I am a class act. I am world renowned, and as you told your wife earlier,
7 different countries.
7 different countries. You heard it here first.
Zimbabwe.
And then Zimbabwe heard it a little bit later.
Estonia.
Now there is a delay because they are on the other side of. Sorry, I just bumped into
South
the mic.
Central Libya.
And Louisiana.
I ain't gonna tell you the other 4.
No, we can't.
We can't.
No.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, we absolutely cannot. Matter of fact, if we tell you, the popular phrase is if we tell you, we'll have to kill you. But the fact is, if we tell you, somebody's probably going to kill us.
Exactly.
And if somebody kills us, I'm definitely killing you.
Twice.
Maybe even a third time. It all depends on if I can get this asshole talking right.
Correct.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to jump out of here for just a second. I need a mixed drink. DJ needs to apologize to the staff. I need to go make some phone calls to see if we can get some staff. That didn't work out as good as I thought it was going to. So, see, that's the point. See, last segment, I was rambling. You fucking ended it like a champ. Why didn't you end that one like a champ?
We're still going. I'm waiting for you to shut up.
No. You're supposed to cut me off when I say stupid shit. I don't know what the fuck I pay you for. You're probably the worst 17 fucking selection I've ever made in my life. Do you realize that? I see an ongoing scheme here.
It's going to keep going and going.
No, it's not going to keep. Not for you, it's not. I'm going to keep firing motherfuckers. It's going to be another imbecile here every week.
Never going to stop.
We'll be back in a minute. This is the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.
Yeah.
Check your chin, I'm selfish, full of sin, the tyranny of evil men. I'm the angel from the depths, the exodus of fire, represent the TOC. Glory to the empire. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on the notion. The ocean set in motion, boil in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the beast. Showing devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battle. I feel the energy of God, AKs and lightning rods. The genie's out the bottle, and I can see through your facade. Not a moment of the vexing, complex intervention could ever interject the prominent nature of my perfection. Detection of the weak, deceived by my mind. The humans that are guided, blinded by the violence. Silence in the ranks, give thanks to all the wisdom and visions of the future. War and cataclysm, system cease to function, triggering a Russian protocol to launch a mass nuclear eruption. A few that survive and live to tell the story. Want the earth to be reversed and blessed with purgatory. Horrible and gory, holes in evolution. A man forever changed due to lack of resolution. Contusions of the soul, a shifting of the poles, and sifting through the embers of irradiated coals. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on the notion. The ocean set in motion, boil in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the beast. Showing devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battle. I'm the messenger, the boss, the response to Holocaust. And I'm the pinnacle of evil, craving souls of the lost. I'm the wickedest of men, kinfolk, I'm not your friend. The punisher of sin, and cast into oblivion. A billion acting soldiers, angels playing trumpets, and all human infrastructure perishes in moments. Hope is but a thought when bodies left to rot will rise from the dead, from the temporary plots. Hearts feel the faces, stomachs start to cramp, and when plague hits the earth, disease that runs rampant. And faces of the lost appearing out the caves, and braving tempest storms that form in the latter days. Claims of a rise, they glance to scorched earth. Observe the flat turf, it's time for rebirth. It's time to end the war, it's Archangel Michael. Sheath his holy sword and put an end to the cycle. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on the notion. The ocean set in motion, boil in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the beast. Showing devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battle. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on the notion of ocean set in motion, boiled in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the church. Going devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battles.
Fuck, man, we're back.
Welcome back to the Pimpy K Podcast, powered exclusively by the Pimpy K Multiverse Network. This is the third, and not always the final, but typically going to be the final segment of the night. And what I like to do is turn this segment over to my man D-Folk and let him get things started. And the reason I do this is not really because I want to share vocal time. It's because I really don't think he's qualified to do this, and I want to show you guys why he's not. So, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the reins over to D-Folk. Let me hear it, brother.
Hi.
That's 120% improvement over the last 3 times we've tried to do that.
I am Mr. 17. Can't nobody go wrong when you pick the 17.
Do you honestly think that you're going to garner more attention and build a bigger fan base, letting people know that you were the 17th selection on the list?
Well, if it was the 7th round, you know, Tom Brady did come from the 7th round.
Right, because
that's deflated numbers.
Because there's a whole lot of cohesion between just starting podcast and the quarterback in the National Football League. Don't say anything because you're absolutely right. It is the exact same thing. I could go anywhere right. I haven't even posted our first podcast yet. I could go anywhere and have a free steak dinner, sign autographs. And you're pretty much the guy behind me that carries the 8x10 glossy.
Yeah, but I got my jersey on that has number 17.
Right, absolutely.
That's how I roll.
And a picture of you with Goodell posing for a round that doesn't even exist in the NFL draft. Round 17.
I said round 7. Pick 7.
No, you did say 7. You were pick 17.
I will replay this.
Oh, no. Listen,
I
motherfucker.
edit it later.
I'm okay with letting people know you were pick 17, but you will never be pick 17 to the first round. You were pick 17 of the 17th round.
So, damn. So that means there was like 373,000 people ahead of me.
No, there was only 17 rounds and then 17 people in that round. Every other round was just one pick. Everybody was so bad in the 17th round, I finally settled on what ultimately, because we didn't see anybody else, was the worst person of the 17th round.
That is all but true.
I'd have to take a sip if I heard
But
that.
once again, everybody, this is brought to you by A-Rod's Juice Box.
A-Rod's Juicy Juice, formulated with the finest flavors and bed up in that human hope. When you guys hear this, you're going to know there was some work in it. Einstein? That's where I really thought you were going with that.
Our next musical guest is Tech Nine himself.
Oh, everybody, give it up for Tech Nine.
Yeah, this Tech Nine out to KC Mo.
We went from doing
I like being here tonight. Yo, Mr. 17, man, what's up with that shit?
I just realized.
Man, this fool just called me 17. Yo,
not
dog,
only did this guy alienate our staff,
but what
he alienated our staff infection, and now he's trying to take the show over. I will not let that happen for two reasons.
Sometimes you gotta let shit happen.
Actually, for 17 reasons.
Oh shit!
17 motherfuckers I wish were here. That
How I love thee. Let me count the 17 ways.
Ladies and gentlemen, next time you have to pick something that's important to you, take your time, focus. Don't go through 17. Actually see what some motherfuckers are about. Because if I could have just one dude from the top 16, I would like it way more than the 17th fucking guy I just picked.
So true.
Who was the best man at my wedding?
That would have to be.
Come on, no, let's be honest. No bullshit. Who was the best man at my wedding?
It was some lesbian transvite.
Transvite?
Transvite.
So is that that's some new shit I ain't heard yet.
It's a transvite. It was a big fella.
All right, well look, I'm gonna cut through his cheese.
If pounds was money, he was a millionaire.
This is verbal doo-doo. I'm gonna cut straight through it.
That's some shit. If y'all don't know that.
This dude right here was my best man.
And I'm 17.
And in his wedding, who was your best man?
Mr. 18. Oh, burn,
no,
bitch.
no,
You're number 18. You're the 18th person I will pick for my pulley.
How sad at life do you have to be that I was your best man and you were my best man and you were still the 17th fucking person on my selection board when it came to this job?
Well, no one showed up to your wedding. It was me, you, like your wife wasn't even there.
You know what? That's fucking irrelevant. And we had promised. No, fuck you. That's not funny.
Yeah, I know we was going to bring it up, but fuck, man.
We promised.
I'm 17.
We promised when we started this. We fucking promised when we started this that you wouldn't bring this shit up. But yet you're sitting here running your fucking mouth making me look like a piece of shit.
I don't even have enough fingers to count to 17.
Okay, keep that shit up. Keep that shit up. I'm ready for fucking
17. That's when I lost all kinds of stuff in my life.
Can you bring in 18? I'm ready to get rid of this motherfucker. Fuck you. Done with you.
Number 18
I don't even know. I don't. Yeah, take the fucking headset off. I don't want to do the
18.
show with you anymore.
Hey, number 18, fix me a drink.
No, you should be putting on the socks of number 18. Number 30 is more talented than you, motherfucker. I felt sorry for you, and this is the way that you're gonna treat me?
Something happened.
Let it roll. No, I'll cut this out right here. But look at the clock. It'll fix up. Look at the clock.
Oops.
Okay, continue. Stop. Snap. Go.
This is brought to you by.
No. You can't just fucking end the conversation by trying to do a funny commercial.
Well, I don't
no, you're a fucking idiot.
I am number
and
17,
I'm sick of dealing
but man,
with
that
this
shit
shit.
hurts, man. It
no,
hurts.
Bullshit. It's been like this. No, it's been like this for 26 years.
My motherfucking chair. I got a tattoo. Ah, motherfucker. God damn.
You want to talk about?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that motherfucking chair. God damn, I think I just broke that fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, karma hit. See, I'm here trying to do an intelligent broadcast. This asshole was just sitting there, running his mouth, and broke his ankle on a chair. How do you break your ankle on a chair while just sitting there? Easy, by running your mouth to the host of the show that you were allotted voice time on. I went out of my way to give this dude voice time, and he ran his mouth. And, I sat and argued with him, but I really didn't have to, because now he's got a broken ankle from sitting in a chair, and I'm actually okay with that. And he's sitting here praying that it'll feel better in a second. Oh, I wish we were recording video on this podcast, because I know you guys think I'm bullshitting. This nigga just broke his foot sitting in a chair. That's how much of a klutz he is.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
You gonna come back to the mic, put your headset on?
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit? Alright. Well, I will just continue to sit here and talk shit about you then. That's what I plan to do for the next 15 minutes.
No, 7's only 15.
Well, he's back in his chair. You hear him whimpering and whining. And his ankle is already swelling up. That's kind of sad. Nigga, you were just sitting there, dude. How do you just sit there and break your ankle? You were just sitting there. You muted your mic.
Pimpy K Podcast, Saturday nights online at PimpyK.com. Powered by the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.